being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and then finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To Michel on the screen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Brady will try again on second down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Watson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 70 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. On first down, Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw. Launching one for Henderson. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots get a score closer. I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 95% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
3 down, these 2.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. To throw is Brady. He hits White, complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
To throw, it's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now Brady. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. He was looking for Gronk that time. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. On second down, here's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Andre Howell. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing now, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing on third down, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.